Gemma, I've always quite enjoyed breakup songs. I always feel there's a lot of emotion. It's usually something, a big anthem that people can sing along to. But you feel like it's not the right thing to do.
Well, heartbreak is a universal theme. We've probably all gone through it at one time or another, and it's painful and it's awful, and I agree that art should reflect that and make these amazing songs we can relate to. But in this particular instance, I feel like she might regret this because she's got 2 kids. I feel like this is going to be out there forever, and when you've got kids, it doesn't matter what you've gone through when it comes to the other parent, keep stum and try to get through it in a way that you can come out bigger and better at the end of it and you haven't said anything public about their parent.
Rebecca, she's got a very big platform that he hasn't got.
I mean, he's got a big enough platform to have pulled a 20-whatever-year-old and to have set himself up quite nicely. And he's not exactly poor. He's quite a successful footballer, as far as I understand. So I don't think she's, like, punching down at this point.
But do you think it was right that she just went out and put it all out there? Not the general pain and heartbreak as we see in some other songs, but very specific to him.
I think in order to make really good art, you have to be specific, and you find the universality in the specifics.
Right.
And also, I would be in no position to judge. I have spent my entire career writing about horrible boys, and I don't regret a single moment of it. If you don't want bad songs written about you, you shouldn't do bad things, as Taylor Swift once said.
One of the topics that's been dominating the news agenda for months now is Prince Harry and what he and Meghan have been going through, the Netflix documentary and, of course, the book that was released. Do you feel like that was the right way to go about? Because there's more than a sense of sort of revenge in that book.
I think that's pretty much the sole motivation behind it. In reality, I would be a hypocrite to say that I don't think they should do it, because I love it. And I think a lot of us need to admit we really enjoy the drama. So when somebody's willing to turn their personal pain into profit, I'm willing to pay to read it.
Oh, I think less is more. And I just think actually exploiting personal situations is a choice, and that, like, let's face it, she doesn't need the money. And she could have written a song in the fullness of time with heartbreak in it, like the Justin Timberlake one, with a little bit more cryptic, a little more subtle, that can't be absolutely used against her. And all that's happened is it's descended, because he's now come out and been quite childish back and retaliated. So you end up having this public bum fight that everybody's feasting on. And again, I'm thinking about the 7-year-old and the 9-year-old going to school, hearing this song for the rest of their lives, and that makes me feel sad.
I do get where you're coming from, but I suppose I'm just so tired of watching the women I know have to be dignified and well-behaved through breakups for the kids, while men do things like go off with 22-year-olds, and that's not a dignified move.
Which everybody that they know knows about.
Their men as well. Some women leave, you know, men for... It's not about that, and I think the age thing is a little bit irrelevant because, you know, the age gaps, who cares kind of thing. And you never know. That relationship is either going to die a death, in which case, there you go, wonderful for her, or for Shakira, or it might be long-lasting, and then she could even be the stepmother of her children.
She probably will be, but again, I'm just so tired of being expected to be well-behaved and dignified all the time.
I like badly behaved women. You don't have to be dignified when you go to your friend's house. That's when you really
I'm going to be very badly behaved and interrupt both of you because we've got to finish.
Dignified.
But I'm going to try and do it in a dignified way. Gemma, Rebecca, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.